Well, it's incredibly humbling, and it's a wonderful honor to be selected as a finalist for Athena, an honor in and of itself to be associated with so many great women in our community who've done so much for our community. So it's an extraordinary honor for me. One of the things I always try to share with up-and-coming young women especially is the notion that they ought not be afraid to try new things, to experiment with the gifts that they have and determine what it is they should be doing, not be afraid to change. And if that calls for a difference in direction, then so be it, because sometimes we find what our true calling is through experimentation. And so it's okay to think that way, number one. With respect to the Athena model, I think it's so important, and the values that Athena espouses are really important to young professional women, and it's something to strive for. And the second is that women professionals should never forget to give back to the community. As you progress in your career, if you've been fortunate enough to be blessed with many gifts along the way, it's important to never forget to give back to the community that bestowed them upon you and made it possible. So that's something that I think it's important for young professional women to remember. A lot of leaders I've come in contact with, either formally through employment or informally through conversation, it's been really gratifying to be able to turn to people whom I admire, people who've been there, people who've come before me, and ask questions and try to be a really good listener and hear what they have to say about what the advice is, how we ought to proceed, etc. And so I've tried to work hard to take advantage of that mentorship because it's available. People are very giving with their time and their advice. Even when it's difficult advice to hear, it's important to take it and move on. And that's from a professional perspective. But from a personal perspective, my parents led me in a wonderful way. My mother has taught me the values of compassion and perseverance. And those two things were really important to me personally and professionally. And my father taught me character and the value and worth of hard work. And so I've tried to take that along with me in the professional arena, too, and it served me well.